In this video, we're going to talk about materials and textures in Sketchup. In the previous video, we talked about creating simple materials using just colors from the libraries. And also we saw a little bit of what's inside the standard libraries. In this video, we're going to talk about topics concerning the textures like the repetition and the seams that you can see sometimes in some of the texture that you can also find on the web. So we're also going to see how we can search and find good textures and also a couple of websites that can be helpful. And basically, you have three different types of textures in SketchUp. So the first one could be defined like a tileable texture. So this one here at the bottom, you can see, well, you can spot the repetition here, but it's really subtle. It's not so, let's say, visible. So this is a good texture when the repetition is not so visible and the material looks placed uniformly on every side of your object. Now, this is one type of texture which we can call tileable, and then we have, let's say, the non-tileable, so the one that you cannot repeat more than one time, because then they are going to look strange. And a perfect example of this can be like a work of art, like a painting, or can be like a poster, or well, a picture or a image that you usually don't repeat many times. Well, sometimes you can do that still, but you know that the purpose of some pictures is to be placed just once and not repeated, but it's your choice. Now, the third type here in SketchUp, it's kind of a technical pattern that I can show you here by hiding some of these other groups. And yeah, let's get inside. And you can see this texture here is repeated everywhere. So just to show you that, well, you can do that. It's looking like, I don't know, like wallpaper, but sometimes it's too much, and you probably cannot do that. And this one here in the middle, in the center, sorry, is the technical pattern that maybe you can use better in the technical drawings. And I think it's another really good option for SketchUp, because basically SketchUp is a technical application. It doesn't have too many tools to create realistic renderings or realistic materials and lights and so on. What you can do is you can use a plugin, for example, like V-Ray. You can install it and you can use it in SketchUp. And we're going to do also some video guides and probably a video course about V-Ray for SketchUp and other software. So, well, you can keep it really technical here, and it's gonna be simple, but still gonna do the job. Now here, be careful about the flickering. We explained this also in the previous video, but it's pretty important. So avoid to make two surfaces overlap in the precise position or really near, because then it's gonna create the flickering effect. So what you can do is just move a surface a little bit higher than the other one, or you can delete one of the two. It's your choice, but you cannot leave two surfaces in the exact position. They're gonna give you troubles. So I'm gonna just move this 1 centimeter up, and then it's not gonna flicker anymore. Okay, you can see the rest there are all flickering, and that's not good in either in the rendering or in the animation. Could cause a lot of problems. You can see like black spots and black parts appearing everywhere. So I'm continuing to hide some of these groups. I want to get to the ground floor. There you go. And also, well, you can use those technical pattern there to underline some part of your building, maybe because you want to explain something that needs to be removed or applied, or well, you can use them for various indications. Okay, now let's get inside here, and I'm trying to get that floor again. I'm gonna extrude this. So we're gonna start with the technical pattern, and then we're gonna proceed with the others. You can find the technical patterns inside the libraries. So we already saw this. We have the in model section, and then we have the materials section. And here we can find also the list of everything we can use. And we have different types of materials you can use here. For example, carpets and fabric. You can use the bricks and other stuff here. You have concrete, water. Well, let's say that the transparent materials like water and glass are not so realistic. So again, if you have realism, you need to move into something like Twinmotion or Lumion or V-Ray or other render engine. But the rest is gonna be something really simple like this. Now for the patterns, you can see here you have the pattern folder, and let's apply this, for example. Now you can see that this is really for technical drawings. If you want to keep it simple and technical, this is an excellent folder here. You have a lot of different effects, or well, let's say that I want to simulate drawing. I also have like end drawing lines like this, like sketchy, and you have like tiles, but everything it's pretty technical again. Now, if you want here, if it's too small, because I think these are intended again for architectural details or really close up technical drawings. But if you want here, you can go to the edit and then change this a little bit. And first of all, we can change, well, we can apply a color as well. So we can use the original pattern and then apply a color. For example, this could be representative of something that needs to be demolished or something like that. But this is the aluminum technical pattern. And then we can increase the size. The size is another important part. Okay, so we have the size and we have the colors and we have the texture, and we can play around with this. Also, we have opacity, and this is for glasses and translucent materials, but again, it's not going to be a really realistic effect here in SketchUp. Now, if you want something more realistic, you have the other folders here, but you can also search for something on the web. So you can start to select here and check these different textures that you have in SketchUp. But if you want something really customized, I will show you how you can search really nice textures without issues. And well, let's see here, for example, wood. You have some flooring, but you have a limited choice, as you can see. So if you don't find something that you like here or that it suits your needs, you can then make a customized material, download the texture, and then bring it in here in SketchUp.